and welcome to Mindful Movement. We are going to do a bit of a standing practice before moving to the floor. So if standing isn't your thing today, if you wanted something super mellow, go back to the videos and choose something super mellow. But I wanted to revisit standing to do a little bit of stretching and mobility work for the ankles and the hips, and then we'll come down and slow it down and finish with a very nice restorative yoga nidra. So go ahead, if you have a chair, I'm going to recommend you grab that. We are also going to need a strap and 2 blocks for this practice, plus any other gushy props you like for the end of practice. So pause the video, go gather your things, and then I'll see you right back here. So we're going to start holding onto the chair, and the top of your foot is going to come to the floor. So I'm putting a little bit of weight through this, but you can really choose how much weight you put. But we're getting a nice stretch to the top of the foot. So just go ahead, give it a little stretch. Just breathe into it. There can be a lot of sensation that comes up with the top of the foot stretching because we don't often do it. Good. Maybe rock a little side to side. See how that ankle's feeling. Good. And then go ahead and switch. So we'll take the other foot, the left foot, press the top of it into the floor. Again, feel that nice stretch across the top. Maybe rock a little side to side. Good. Just feeling a nice big stretch. It could be kind of intense. Just allow yourself to be with it, right? Like, you don't have to push so hard that it is too much, but just be with that sensation. Notice if it feels positive, if it feels negative, if it feels neutral. Beautiful. And then we'll let that go. Now we're just going to curl the toes. So I'm on the ball of the foot kind of like this on the floor, just stretching those toes, maybe rocking a little side to side. And I've been thinking a lot about my feet lately. I've been doing more hiking. You'll start to notice that stiffness that can happen. Good, so switch sides, do the other side, just massage out those toes. Beautiful. And then just roll those ankles just a couple times. Just let go of any of that stiffness maybe you picked up from doing that. Now we're going to continue to use the chair. So I'm going to face the chair, and I'm going to take my back leg back. Now check your toes. Make sure that they're pointing straight forward, so it's almost like you're in 2 lanes of traffic. We're not kind of turning those toes out or turning them in. They're just in 2 parallel lanes of traffic. So that back leg is mostly straight, my heel is down. And then to get a little bit of a stretch into the calf, I'm just gonna bend into the front knee. Again, no bonus points for super intense stretching. Just find a nice stretch here, use that chair for balance or whatever other piece of furniture you have. And then I'm gonna straighten that leg, take some of the stretch off. And then bend and straighten. So just doing that a few times, kind of loosening up the leg. Good. Now, coming into a stationary position with that left leg, we're going to bend the right knee and straighten it. This is not a huge movement. You'll start to feel a little pressure kind of move down into your heel. So just bending and straightening. Beautiful. Good. And then we'll switch. So right leg's forward this time if you're following along with me. Otherwise, just do the other side. So we're going to straighten that back leg. Again, heel comes on the ground. Check your feet. Make sure they're both pointing straight forward, each in their own lane, kind of like railroad tracks. Ooh, this calf is tighter on this side for me. So we're gonna bend into that front knee, give it a little stretch. Again, no bonus points for intensity, just find a nice stretch. And then start to straighten that right leg, so we take that stretch off. So we're gonna do that a few times. Just bending and straightening. I'm just moving a little back and forth here, loosening up that calf muscle. We don't think about it, at least I don't think about it. I let my ankles, I kind of take them for granted, but they literally carry me everywhere I want to go. And as we start to get a little older, we tend to do less and less different motions with our ankles, so they stiffen up. They stiffen up to the range that we use. So we can add a little mobility work, even adding a little strengthening work, balancing on one leg, things like that, hopping, if it's safe for you to do so, can be really helpful. Now pause with a bend in that front knee, and we're gonna, you're gonna see I don't move a whole lot here. We're gonna bend that back knee just a little bit and then straighten it out. Really subtle move, maybe bigger for some of you, but we bend and straighten. You'll notice that that stretch moves a little deeper into that left ankle. Good, couple more here. Beautiful. Walk those feet in, shake out those ankles, give your wrists a break. Good. We're going to do just a little bit of strengthening. We don't always bring that into mindful movement, but I think for the ankles, it's super important. You have your chair here if you have any concerns about your balance. Otherwise, what I want you to do is feel the bottoms of the feet. I want you to feel the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. And I want you to keep that weight even on the inside and outside of the foot and start to hover the heel. So hover it just a centimeter off the ground, and then lift it another centimeter, and then another centimeter, and another centimeter, and then come up as high as you can on the balls of your feet and try to hold on to that and slowly lower it back down. We're going to do 3 more of those. So slow, painfully slow. So find that balance between inside and outside of the foot. Pick those feet up a centimeter, another centimeter, another centimeter, 1 more centimeter, and then come up as high as you can, holding, holding, holding. Slowly lower it down. I lost it on that one. So you might notice you're going to feel your hips inside, outside. You'll feel all these muscles helping. Strength a lot of times helps us loosen up. Good. Through molasses, start to pick those heels up, tiny, tiny incremental motion as you come all the way up slowly to the top of your range of motion. Pausing up there. And then slowly lowering yourself back down. Beautiful. We've got 1 more. Last one. Slowly lifting as slow as you can all the way up to the top. Little bonus here. You can come right down if you need to, or you can reach those hands out and start to bend your knees and see if you can hold on to that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let that go. Nice work, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me on that strengthening. Roll your ankles out. We're going to use the chair again, facing forward, but before we sit down, I'm just going to get my chair set up. Before we sit down, come out and give yourself a little space. Feet are on the ground. We're going to do that floppy twist. So you're just rotating side to side. Your feet are rotating up off the ground. All right, just nice big twist here. Floppy arms, let those arms flop. Beautiful. And finding a bit of stillness, roll those shoulders out. Take those hands, press them forward, and then lift them up overhead. Full body stretch. Arms out into a big circle. And then find your seat again. So, a stool, a chair, just something to have you up off the ground. We're gonna bring that right ankle over the left. And then start to massage the bottom of your foot. So just starting to feel all those soft places using the pads of your thumb. Just massage out that arch, all that soft tissue. Start to notice if there's some tender spots here. Just see what's going on with your feet. Take a moment to give them some love. And pressing down, just little circular motions, not harming my thumbs or pressing so hard that my thumbs are getting really tired, but just a gentle massage all the way up to that heel, down the arch. Good, and then you're gonna kind of hold your foot like this. So the thumbs will be on the bottom of the foot and the hands will be on the top of the foot. And then we can kind of splay that foot open a little bit. So I'm pressing on the inside of my foot and just kind of stretching it. You have these nice long bones in the foot and we can just rotate them a little bit, stretch a little bit. I had someone in here a while ago that was really sore in their feet and we got to talking about it. And it was like, is something wrong or what's going on? And I likened it a little bit to if you've ever gone too long between flossing your teeth, right? And they're a little sore. It's just because they need a little bit of stimulation, a little bit of movement. And so nothing's broken, right? But we just bring a little bit of motion. We just let those bones move. We have so many little bones in our hands and our feet, and it's really designed to just let us kind of take load, to kind of move in a lot of different ways, to give us a lot of control. And sometimes we can get a little stiff. Good. Last thing here, just take that big toe, stretch it back, just feel that nice stretch. Beautiful. And bring that leg down. Then we'll bring the other leg up, right? So this might be a stretch for some of you on your hips. Just do your best. And again, we start with just poking those thumbs gently around the whole bottom of the foot, finding all those soft places. Noticing how everything feels. Just give the bottoms of your feet a little bit of love here. I've got some sensitive spots on the inside. Again, be kind to your hands. Just a gentle massage, just bringing some awareness, some loving attention to the bottoms of our feet. Beautiful. And then from here, we kind of grab the bottom of the foot, thumbs are on the bottom, hands kind of wrap around on the top. And then you've got these long bones, right? So we're just kind of pressing, creating a little bit of movement between those rays of the toe, those long bones. Just see what's there, a little bit of movement. Maybe there's some soreness there. Maybe you've never done this before. You're not going to hurt yourself. Just kind of bring some gentle movement in there and notice what's there. Beautiful. And the last part of this, we'll take the big toe and we're just going to stretch that big toe back. Good. And then let it go. Good. So last thing we're going to do, sitting in the chair, is just go ahead and take those legs nice and wide. And I want you to sit up nice and tall. So I'm gently pressing my knees, sitting up nice and tall. So I've got a bit of an extension in my spine. And then I'm going to rotate those knees in, round everything in, chin rounds down, shoulders round, and then press those knees open, look up. Good, and just keep going. So we're really building on that cat-cow. We do this a lot of times in sitting on the floor, but sitting in the chair, we can get even more range of motion all the way through the hips, rounding chin to chest, bring those knees together. Try to smooth this motion out. Open the knees, look up, extend the spine. Beautiful. Last time, rounding down and then opening up. Keeping that open, we're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the knee. So I'm still gently pushing my knee back. I'm not forcing it back, just enough to get a little bit of a stretch. And then my left hand's going to reach up, just feeling that nice rotation through the spine. So you know me, I like to go through all 6 motions of the spine. We did flexion, extension, now we're getting rotation. And then switch, and now rotation to the other side. We'll get side bending here in a minute. But we've got those 6 beautiful motions of our spine. So we're rotating, beautiful. Let's go one more time to each side. Right hand comes to the inside of the right knee, left hand comes up. And then switch, left hand to the inside, right hand comes up. And then bring those down, roll the shoulders. Now let's just use the chair for our side bending before we come on down onto the floor. So I'm gonna let my right hand hold on to the bottom of the chair. It can also extend out. If you don't have something you can grab onto, just reach that hand down to your side. When we're gonna bring that left arm up, I want you to think lengthen tall and then bend over to the side. So we're not collapsing down. Lengthen up, find that length through those ribs on the left side body as we bend over to the side. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let that left hand come down, and this time you reach up and side bend over to the left. So I don't bend as well this way. That's okay, it's totally normal. Just has a lot to do with how I use my body. Good. Come back to center. And one more time to each side. And I've always been that way. I danced when I was younger, and I'm sure I could have trained it, but just my natural way of turning. I could turn really, really efficiently and well to the right side, and I never could turn to my left. And I even danced all the way up until the time I was on point. So I was a pretty advanced dancer. And I still couldn't turn to my left. My body just didn't want to, right? So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm totally functional. I feel good. Arms come up, big body stretch, and let those arms come down. It's just kind of how my body naturally wanted to move. Good, roll those shoulders out, let go of any tension you picked up in the neck and shoulders. Good. And we are going to come on down onto your back. So move the chair out of the way. Keep your blocks nearby so that you can grab them. And also grab a strap. We're going to come down onto the back, lowering down. Good. Let's take that strap. I've got a loop in the end of mine, or you can just hook it like this around the foot. Either way will work. I'm going to take my right foot and put it into that strap and start to straighten my legs. Now, for right now, I'm going to keep this left knee bent. I'm not going to worry too much about taking it straight. Now, with this strap on the foot, you can do this really cool thing where we kind of move, we mobilize. That's just a fancy word for move the foot side to side. So by pulling on the right of the strap, I kind of rotate my foot, and then pulling on the left strap, I rotate it towards the left. So just do that a few times, just stretching out the foot. Good. And then let that strap come up to the ball of the foot. Good. So I'm going to put a little resistance on here. And then what I want to do is press up into that strap like I'm pointing my toe and then slowly let it go. You're gonna notice some bouncing here, that's okay. Press up into that strap and let the foot come back down into a stretch. 3 more. 2 more, pressing up like you're pushing that gas pedal and then slowly letting your foot come back down. 1 more time. Beautiful. Now pausing with that foot flexed. Flex just means those toes are reaching back towards your forehead a little bit. Feel that nice stretch on the back of your leg. I say nice, it might be intense for some of you. What we're gonna do no matter what is we're gonna start to bend that right knee and then lengthen it up like you're trying to kiss your heel to the ceiling. So we're gonna bend, take that stretch off, and then we're gonna lengthen that heel back up, lengthening the back of the leg. Good, we're gonna do a few more of these, really reaching that heel up and bending down. Again, this is one of those sneaky nerve glides I'm getting in here. Nerves love gentle movement. They need a lot of blood flow. They don't like to be really pushed into an intense stretch. They really love that kind of mild to moderate stretch. They'll give you a lot more range of motion if you do it that way. Good, so now pause with that leg straight and just see how it feels. I notice I'm able to go a little straighter with a lot less sensation in the back of my leg. So see how that feels for you. Hands are still on that strap. I want you to pull that strap over to your left side just an inch or two so you get a stretch down the outside of your leg. We're just gonna hold that for a breath. Come back to center. Bring that foot out of the strap. Give your hands a break. Those fingertips have worked really hard for you already. Beautiful. And let's do this on the other side. So we're keeping that right leg bent, slipping that left foot into your loop or just wrap your strap around it. There's multiple ways to get what we want. And then from here, you just pull that strap side to side. So you're getting a really nice kind of side to side rocking of the foot. Again, none of this should hurt. There may be some sensations that you're not as familiar with or something feels a little achy. Those are okay, but if it hurts, we need to do something different. So adjust the strap position or do it without the strap, just kind of turning the foot in and out if the resistance is too much. Beautiful, pausing. With that toe flexed back towards your face, you're gonna bring that strap a little higher up onto the ball of the foot. And then from here, we're gonna point like you're pressing that gas pedal and then slowly let it come down. It's okay if it shakes. And then press and point and relax that foot. And press and point. We'll do this 2 more times, slowly lowering it back down. And 1 last time. Beautiful. Move that strap back down to the middle part of the foot. And again, feel that stretch in the back of your leg and then start to bend. Take that stretch off and then reach that heel up like you're trying to kiss it on the ceiling and then bend. So the leg does not need to be perfectly straight here. We're going to go right to your edge where you feel that mild to moderate stretch. And then you bend the knee, take that stretch off. We're going to do that 4 or 5 more times. Beautiful. Pausing with that leg straight. Start to notice how you feel. Maybe you move a little better. Maybe you can do this with less intensity down the back of your leg after moving it a few times. From here, we're going to pull that strap just an inch or 2 over to the right. So you start to get a stretch on the outside of your left leg. And then we're just going to hold it for a breath or 2. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Take that leg out. Move that strap. We're done with it. Good. Feel your feet on the bottom of the ground and then just rotate a little side to side. As big or as small as you want. Beautiful. Now, you're going to take 1 or 2 blocks. If you know you have really, really tight hips, then you're probably going to want 2 blocks. And we're going to put those blocks between the knees. I'm going to go with 1. So the feet are going to come wide, like a little wider than the mat. Go ahead and come down on your back. You might have to pull that block up just a little bit. So the block is between your legs, okay? Then we're going to drop your right knee in so it comes down to the block. It's okay if your hip peels up. This should be a really kind of nice, intense stretch of those inner thighs. Now, if you're feeling pressure in the knee, you've got 2 options. You can add a little more support underneath the knee. You can also try to reach that left heel up to the top of the right knee and let it rest. You're going to know right away if your body likes this or if that's too intense. If it's too much, just bring that left foot back and leave it on the ground. So my knee is rotating in. It's being supported by the block. There shouldn't be any knee discomfort. There might be some strong sensation in the front and the outside of the right hip. And then we're just going to take 5 deep breaths here. Beautiful. Unwind that top leg if it's up. Bring that right knee back up towards the ceiling, and you're going to take this right over to the other side. So my left knee is going to drop down. That hip might lift up. That's okay. So my knee is making kind of a 90-degree angle. My knee is straight down from my hip. And you can either stay right there, or you can pick that right ankle up and cross it over top of the left. And then again, we'll just take a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. Start to bring that right foot down. Unwind that left one. Kick that block out of the way. You don't need it anymore. And just rock those legs side to side. If you'd like to take this bigger, take your arms out to a T. Drop your knees over to the right. Look left. And then switch. Knees go to the left. Look right. Just a couple of times back and forth here. Beautiful. The next time you come back through center, take both of those knees, hold on to the tops of the knees, and then just stir the pot, massage out that low back. We've done a lot today, really kind of freeing up the ankles, working up the legs, even into the pelvis, just kind of loosening things up. We've done a little bit for the upper back. And let those feet come back down and take the next 90 seconds or so. Any stretching that you still need to do, you can do. And then go ahead and get yourself set up on your back with props or without, covering up, warming up with a blanket or a sweater, whatever you need to get set up for our wonderful yoga nidra practice. So we're really kind of going to calm the body down, slow the body down for restorative sleep, whether you're using it as a little micro nap in your day to gain energy, or if you're really trying to quiet your energy down and disconnect for bedtime. So take that time, get yourself set up, work out any of the kinks, any little things that need to wiggle or move. Get myself organized over here. Settling down. Starting to find some stillness. Letting your body sink into the floor. Shifting and moving a little to let your body settle deeper. Knowing that at this time, in this moment, in this space, everything is okay. Nothing else matters. There's nowhere to go, and there's nothing to do. We're here to simply feel your body and to listen. Don't worry or become agitated if you don't hear everything that is said. It is completely normal, completely natural to flow in and out of conscious hearing. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. Whatever your experience today, this practice will still work. There's no way to do this wrong. Simply listen without trying too hard. Come into stillness now for deep rest, deep nourishment. Feel your natural breath, your breath as it flows through, allowing your bones to become heavy. Feel your bones heavy and sinking into the earth. Release bones heavy and sinking. Going deep inside to notice your heart's longing. What does your heart desire? From this, we will create a sankalpa, an intention based on your heart's longing. A positive statement in the present tense as though it is already happening. For example, I flow through life with ease and peace. I am relaxed. Take a moment to come up with your own intention, your own sankalpa. And once you have it, state it 3 times to yourself as though it is already happening. Allow your awareness to travel through your body now on a journey of sensation. Simply feel each part as it is mentioned, allowing your body to remain still, welcoming all sensation just as it arises. Begin with the mouth. Feel your mouth. Feel sensation in your mouth. Feel your jaw, your lips, your upper lip, lower lip. Notice where your lips touch. Feel the inside of your mouth, roof, under tongue, upper teeth and gums, lower teeth and gums, tongue, root of the tongue, center of the tongue, tip. Notice the sense of taste in the mouth. Feel the left inner cheek and the right inner cheek. Now feel all the parts together as a whole. Feel your mouth as sensation, as energy, as radiant vibration. Feel your nose. Notice the nostrils. left nostril, right nostril, both nostrils. Notice the breath, nasal passages. Follow the nasal passages all the way back into your head. Become aware of your ears, right ear, left ear, both ears simultaneously. Feel the wrinkles and the folds of the ears, the backs of the ears, the ear lobes, the ear canals. Follow your ear canals into the inner ear. Notice your ears receiving sound, listening. Feel your ears hearing. Feel your eyes, left eye, right eye, both eyes together. Notice your eyelids. Feel each eyelash. Notice where the eyelids touch. Become aware of the surface of the eyes, the centers of the eyes, the backs of the eyes. Feel your eyes now as energy, radiant glowing embers. Bring awareness to your crown, your forehead, your face. Feel your whole head. Feel your neck, back of the neck, sides of the neck, throat. Notice your right palm, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Feel your whole hand alive with energy. Feel your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, whole shoulder. Notice the notch at the base of the throat. Notice your left palm, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Feel your whole hand alive and filled with sensation. Feel your left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, whole shoulder. Notice the notch at the base of your throat. Become aware of the upper chest, upper back, shoulder blades. Feel your heart center. Notice your abdomen, ribs on the back, solar plexus. Feel your belly, navel center, pelvis, hips. Feel your right hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, calf, ankle, foot, toes, sole of the foot, whole foot. Feel again the pelvis, left hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot, toes, sole, whole foot. Notice both feet. Feel your root between your sitting bones, navel center, solar plexus, heart center, throat center, mouth, third eye between the brows, crown. Feel now the back body resting on the earth. Bring awareness of your whole back body as sensation, alive with vibration. Feel now the front body, filled with radiant vibration. Pour your awareness like liquid into the right side of your body. Feel the right side. Pour your awareness like flowing sensors into the left side. Feel your left side. Feel midline. Feel your body as a whole, a complete entity. Feel sensation throughout your entire body. Begin to notice your breath, your natural breath as it flows through you. Feel the in-breath, note the out-breath. As you exhale, imagine a wave passing downward through your body, carrying away tensions. As you inhale, a fresh wave flows upward through your whole body, bringing a sense of calm to every cell. Exhale, wave flowing down.